Objection!
Hi everyone in the stream. Hold on. Making sure nothing is wrong this time. Can everyone hear me in the chat right? Oh shit, the chat's not showing up in the stream. Let me do that right now. Anyways, I am here, and so wait a minute. Why am I not moving? Why am I not moving? Why am I not moving? Wait. Why am I not moving? Oh, here we go. Yay! I'm talking. Yay! Ah, shit! I forgot to mute. Hi.
James!
This happens every time. Anyways, everyone shut up for 1 second. Hi, everybody. This is the Aljavis here, and welcome to the 2-7 pre-premiere, where you just hang out and suffer in pain because I forgot to unmute again. Yay. Anyways, that's all for me. Who wants to go next? I suggest
I'll be
G.
taking over, as
Good,
always.
Please.
I'll come in and save you, Al. I always do, one way or another.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the pre-premiere stream. As always, there's an audio problem, and this time, at least, it was Aljavis forgetting that mute is a thing in this universe.
Hi.
My name is Mr. G. I'm the assistant director, and I'll be assisting as main host today. I'm also an audio engineer and head of PR. But enough about me. We should start introducing everybody else here on the panel because, oh my word, there is like 23 people here, and that's a lot of people. So, without further ado, we are going to jump straight in. The first will introduce himself as the MV. MV, after you.
Hello. Hi. What's good? Good. Voice call. Just gonna let that be known. Secondly, hello. Name's MV. Team leader, animator boy, and also resident funny man of this server. That's all I'm gonna really say. Also, I've done a lot of shit for this episode. Well, I mean, I didn't, but my animators did. So that was that.
Well, it's something.
Anyway,
At least you have some capabilities in this project once in a while. Following swiftly on from MV, we have Gerbo.
Hello, the name is Gerbo. I am one of the video editors of Elements of Justice. Also, your local seal enthusiast. And my favorite moment of episode of Case 2 was actually the dreamscape.
Ah, good callback. I like that. Up next, Mr. Patrick.
Howdy doodle dongle, my name is Patrick. I help edit the episodes, and my favorite moment of Case 2 so far has got to be probably episode 4. Just no real particular moment besides like the mood matrix. Just episode 4 was great.
You just like the number. No, nothing about the episode itself. You just like the number 4.
I do like the number 4 quite a lot. Thank you.
All right. Next.
Hi, I'm Serenity. I'm the planning lead for Elements of Justice. And my favorite moment from Case 2 so far, Equity finally making her first official appearance last episode.
Simp. But yes, I also agree with that one. Good episode. Very good. If you haven't seen the previous episode before this one, what are you doing? Go watch it quickly. You have some time.
Please.
Up next.
Is my heart?
You're working.
Yes, it is. It is. Go on. Show yourself. Be proud.
Hi, my name is Waidu Jian, and I do the funny graphic designs for the series. And my favorite moment was like I'll say the dreamscape as well.
Ooh.
It's pretty
Ooh.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is some interesting choices today. Okay, let's see if we get some more variety. Up next, we have...
Hi, I'm Pretzelman718. I voice Private Eye, and just for a little bit of variety, I'd like to point out a favorite moment from episode 2 so far is when Luna gets super ticked at Athena and just starts screaming at her.
I would make a slight comment there, but I'll try and keep your reputation intact, Pretzel. Up next.
Hello everyone, I'm Jarvie Jared. I am the lead musician, one of the writers, PI liaison, member of HR. I do a lot of stuff on the sides and on the sidelines. And my favorite part of Case 2 so far has been the return of Sonata because I made music and it was good.
Sonata? Do you mean Equity?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I thought so. It's
Well, I
always
did
going to
like
be a
making
joke.
Equity's
Fuck
theme
you.
too. So.
It always has to happen. I'm sorry. It's not me. I don't make the rules. I just simply enforce the jokes, the bad ones especially. Up next.
All right.
But
Oh,
you. No, go ahead. Sorry, please. I was talking over you. Please. I'm so sorry. Please.
I know, it's perfectly fine. My name is Trenton. I am a PR writer. I work on Bonds of Justice and a lot of the promotional material. My favorite part of Case 2 is it's a meta thing. It's all the tributes to My Little Investigations, which was one of the things that got me into this fandom.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm sure, in particular, one of the people who likes to watch this, Zeus, will be quite happy to hear that. Up next, be a Mr. Rainfall.
Hello, I am Optic Rainfall, and I do the voice of Turning Page. And I think my favorite part of the of Case 2 is the mood matrix in 2-4.
That's a good choice.
That is a good
See,
one.
we've got a lot of people who like 2-4, blimey. I personally think the episode
2-4 is pretty
atrocious.
good.
Worst one. It's the worst one we've ever made. Should be deleted, personally. Up next, we have a spooky one. Mr. Ghost.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Leo Shive. My name's Ghost. I'm going to do it for this project. Fellow Moon Dancer, Stan, whatever.
Yeah, fellow Moon
for
Dancer
this
Stan.
Yeah, for this particular episode, I edited scene 2. And I really liked the part where Phoenix Julius yells at Luna being done, screw up. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we all seem to have a weird thing.
Authority!
People love people shouting by the sounds of it. That seems to be a running trend. We need to keep that in mind. Next up, we have. Oh no, it's him. Oh no.
Sound man, everything, balcony scene.
Is that what
all
we're
he
getting?
needs to say.
Is that all we get in?
It's Soundman. He just
Seems about right.
gives the most subtle things ever.
Lovely,
There's only a few
lovely.
words.
He's truly a quiet one. He's always there, always watching. He's who's that character from Monsters Inc. again? I can never pronounce the name.
Mike Wazowski!
No, the other one.
No,
the
it's
slimy one.
Always watching with
There we go.
Zowski.
There we go.
Always
I think it's Roz.
Roz.
You didn't do your voice lines last week, G.
Where are your lines, Julius?
Alright, let's move on.
On to our next.
Always watching.
Alright. Hello. My name is Joel. I'm one of the audio engineers for EOJ, and I also help brainstorm the OST for this project as well. And my favorite part of Case 2 was when Athena managed to successfully convince Luna to let her use the Moot Matrix.
Another highlight. Wow. Again,
That is
that
another
is
highlight.
2-4.
Honestly, one of the greatest Athena moments,
is
and it's
2-4,
from
I
a
think,
fan series.
Again, another Athena fan. What is this? We actually make Athena likable? Shock and horror. Up next.
Ew.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry about that. Forgot I was muted for a second. Hello, I am Silver Feathers, also known as Shannon on the team. I am the team leader for the background artist, and I am also the voice of Scootaloo. And my favorite moment in EOJ so far, the introduction of Sonata. No, not Equity, Sonata.
I don't know. I'm hearing equity. I'm hearing equity. It's all I hear. It's just
There's something wrong with your mic, Shannon. I heard equity too.
I heard equity. I'm sorry.
I heard Equity too, yes.
Up next.
Christ.
Fluff.
Peeps!
The fluff!
Peeping of you!
All right. Well, let's
I'm Pretty Pegasus Wings. You may know me best as the voices of Zakora and the evil child Diamond Tiara. But I also do animation and rigging, and I'm also the head and leader of the HR department. Woo! Happy fun time. And to keep the variety up, I was like really into the Sweetie Belle lock breaking. because it's just like all the drama, all the intensity, and it's
She had
just
4
really
logs.
satisfying.
Good choice.
Yes, it was
Wow.
satisfying to unlock all 4.
It was.
Oh yes.
Good choice. Up next, we have what looks to be. Hey, is that a cat on the bench? Is it trying to attack Paul
Who let a
Serenity
cat
by the looks of
in?
it? Who let the cat in? Who let him in? Get rid of it. Go on, get
Okay,
out.
Hang on. I'll take care of it real quick.
I will adopt.
Would you fucking kick the cat, Pat?
No, I'm not.
Wow, on stream too? How could you?
Why do you
Live
guys
on
keep
stream,
doing this to
incredible.
me?
Why are you ruining the intro? Let her talk.
Wide open.
Say your name.
Leave the kitty alone.
Okay, this cat says shut up. Hello, everyone. I am Overgrowth. I voice Sugar Stamp and Fair Devotion. I think my favorite part of Case 2 so far has, I may be biased, just a little bit, probably Sugar Stamp's detention sequence, where we got a little bit of...
We got a little sad there.
We got a little sad there.
Got a little saddy waddy, you know what I mean? That's kind of depressing, but you know, we do a little sad horse.
We do a
Just
little
a
sad
little bit.
horse. Just a little bit of sadness, just a tiny bit. All around me are familiar faces going nowhere, going nowhere. Get copyright strike for bad singing. Imagine that would be the case. Up next, is that a creeper? Is that a creeper?
Hey, I'm Connor, also known as one of the Connor Poop. I'm one of the video editors, and also an automation member. That means I write code that no one else understands, but it works. And my
Spoken
favorite
like
part,
a true programmer.
my favorite part so far is the Dreamscape sequence, because there might be a little bias in play, but the number of ideas that were able to be implemented in that, quite a high number, and I'm really proud of the work that I made.
You're also the reason why we have actual lip syncing.
Fuck you.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Spoiling. Well, God, that last break from here is just ruined now. Well done, now. You've ruined the lip syncing.
I just have to
sorry.
sit back here and poke him repeatedly until I understand.
It's not a joke. The channel is usually a case of just Connor being like, here is something new, pretzel going. So this does what again? And most of us just sort of being like, it works, screw it. It's in. I don't care anymore. We don't question it.
Alright.
Up next. I'd feel like it's a bit of a cheat since the name's already there, but by all means.
Hello! I'm SKVA, or you guys can just call me SK, and I voice Lawkeeper Equity. And if you guys have any Equity voice memes, just send them to me, I got you.
You want me to stomp on you?
No.
We're not.
Shut the fuck up. No.
No.
We're not doing that in this stream, no.
Not in this stream.
Not in this stream.
Not in
another one.
No.
Just you wait for the late night stream.
Christian stream.
EOJ after dark, please God.
Okay, but and I'm also an audio engineer, and my favorite part of Case 2 is the ending of 2-4.
Again,
Wow.
2-4. This is something tells me that that episode is liked. Again, it's just a weird guess, I know, but wow, people like it. Up next.
Hi, everybody. My name is MLP Arts, and I do the voice of Twilight, Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle, Silver Spoon, and Rarity, and I'm the team leader of the voice actors. And my favorite part of Case 2 is the scene where the CMC get to roast DT and Silver Spoon in episode 2. That scene is fire.
Oh, that was real good.
That was a good one. An underrated scene.
Good choices, good choices. And yes, but speaking of 2-2, also hit 100k recently as well. Go check the community post out. I'm going to keep making comments about that community post. There's no reason in particular why I'm making comments about that community post. No, not at all. Up next. Hey, is that...
Hey guys, hey. I'm Brunowski. I'm team leader of the editors and local squid. And my favorite part of Case 2 so far, my favorite part, I'd say, is equity. The equity scene.
Yes.
Not biased, not just because I worked on it, but it was a pretty good scene. Dreamscape was great, but it also had brought us the Windrar instance, so that sucked.
Yes, you
Very
got a
good.
squid riding on a pony.
Very good, very good, very good.
Riding to battle.
Good job as well recently. Again, we've already mentioned you several times in relation to recently taking up the TRL, but yes, very recent addition in that regard. So well done on all the effort there. Up next, someone seems to be distracted a little bit. Seems to be reading something. What are you reading there?
Oh, don't mind me. I was just taking a quick peek at the next episode's script. That's all.
Is there anything good in there?
Oh,
We haven't gotten to that part yet. Jeez.
well, look, I'm not going to spoil it. I mean, I know I have a loud voice since I am Apollo Justice. By the way, my name is Webshotter. Nice to meet you all. I play Apollo Justice, and no, this is not the script of the next episode, but I just wanted you to think it for a second. So, to answer everyone's question of favorite scene, maybe this is biased, but my two favorite scenes is the Dreamscape and when Zecora appears in Case 2.
Ooh. Ooh, good. Someone finally giving praise. I mean, I'm pretty sure if we asked anyone who wasn't a writer, they'd also like that.
Shut up.
Not entirely surprised by that one there.
down.
And I'm already trying to. And bringing on the last but not least by any means.
Hello there. My name is I'm Tragic. I'm a video editor. And I guess I would say that my favorite part of Case 2 is the relationship between Luna and Athena. I think they got some stuff going on. It's interesting.
Yeah,
They have stuff.
They have stuff going on.
Stuff. Stuff.
So this whole introduction thing took about 20 minutes.
That's fine.
Listen, there's
we'll
literally
do it
there's a
again.
bunch of
How
people
about that?
here.
Let's do it all over again from the very beginning.
Let's introduce each other again.
Well, hold on. We have a special last minute addition as well, who I'm not sure is on the benches. Hello there, Brittany.
Hello.
Hi there. Can everyone hear me?
Yes,
Hello,
we
yes,
can.
you're coming through.
Yep.
What's your name, role, and favorite part of Case 2?
Oh, well, my name is Redacted, but you can call me Brittany S if that makes you feel any better. I'm a PR writer for the EOJ team, but I mostly work for BOJ, Bonds of Justice. Go check us out.
Oh, yes, Bonds of Justice crowd. Let's go. Everybody in the building. Bonds of Justice.
Yeah, please check out the latest BOJ if you haven't yet. It's really good.
Yes. This
And
is
check
my
out the one before.
I agree. And what is your favorite moment of Case 2 so far, Britt?
So far.
I like Sonata's dramatic introduction.
Ooh, good choice.
Yes!
Everyone loves equity, it seems. It's brilliant. Right. Well, all of that aside, thanks everyone for introducing yourself. Hope you enjoyed getting to know more of these people. Again, there was like 24 of us here, which is actually kind of insane. I'm very glad to have so many of us on the... Yeah. Oh, did we forget someone? Did I forget someone? Did someone get lost? No, I think everyone's in.
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
I think that was everyone.
Fine. If I did forget them, I obviously am such a great assistant director.
We did Trenin.
We did Trenin, yes. Right, so obviously this is a pre-premiere stream. This means we are trying to talk about the upcoming episode, but it doesn't hurt to maybe look a little bit back because obviously we're going into the courtroom again. Ooh. And being in the courtroom, it means there's been a lot that's happened in the previous investigations, and I'd like to have some of the team members, who've have prepared a little bit before this began to sort of talk about some of their favorite aspects of what they worked on in the previous episodes. Maybe also drop some more hints about what the usual guys should go back and double check. Maybe not. We'll find out. First of all, Jarvie, I believe you had something you wanted to say.
Yeah, I did. So it's kind of funny because I know earlier I said that my favorite part of Case 2 was Sonata's return, and it still is. because I made music for it. Shameless self-plug there. But I also want to talk very briefly about the Dreamscape scene, because I think that holds a lot of importance to me, because in a way, in a metatextual way, it is the culmination of a lot of our efforts in trying to write Case 2 up to that point. I kind of consider it the culmination of the relationship between Athena and Luna up to that point in the Case 2. There's been earlier into this, entire case with 2-3 and 2-4, this kind of tugging and pulling going on between them as they try to figure out what the other side's trying to do, what their game is, what their angle is. And then when we get to that final scene, it's finally revealed, although most people already suspected it, they're more or less on the same side. So in that regard, I think, it holds a pretty special climactic moment in my heart regarding Case 2. It's kind of the midway point between the beginning half and then the obviously second half. I cannot go into detail into that, of course. Definitely loved what Corey and Gian did in terms of animating that scene. Could not have imagined how well it would look and how gorgeous it would be. And I also loved the fact that we got to have 2 custom tracks in that particular moment. We had Al's The Voices in My Head, which plays just before it actually... kind of just before, although I would assume that, the Dreamscape itself is just the whole infinite, field there. But, it's the track is called The Voices in My Head that plays when Athena has her little nightmare sequence. And then we also have the Dreamscape theme, and the Dreamscape theme that I composed and was finally able to put into an episode with that one. So yeah, just wanted to touch very briefly on just how that scene holds a very special place in my heart.
That's wholesome.
I guess I can talk about my part in that scene because I also made believe it or not, I can make music. But what I did for the very beginning of that scene, where you hear this very ominous ambience in the background. What I did was I found some Silent Hill samples, samples that were used in the Silent Hill series, and I'm like, oh shoot, I can make Silent Hill music. So I took advantage of that, and I used that, and I also used the what's it called, the Moon Matrix, the one where she goes out of control, the going wild sound effect for Widget, and I distorted it and slowed it down and added crap tons of reverb, and you might have heard that in the background in that scene. So it's to make it even more ominous. So I wanted to make sure that it's as unsettling as it possibly can be, because I think it was really fun making that little track, and then it went from ominous to and the rest of the scene is just calming. It's a very
is a good way.
Yes. Yeah,
definitely got a lot of emotions in that. Then you've definitely put your heart there, get people feeling, which is good. Oh yeah, it's music after all.
It's great.
We make people cry where we can, and we also make people feel some nice stuff occasionally.
Oh yes.
Is there anything else? Anything else you guys want to cover, or any other aspects related to that?
Related to that, no.
Okay. Well, unless there's anything else there, I think Art will get to the next person who had something to say about some previous episodes, which I believe was you, Gerbo?
Yes. So I would like to talk about something that I feel may have been overlooked in the previous episode.
Okay, by all means.
Because the Dreamscape is a clear example of this, but starting from 2.6, there have been a few scenes that have animated backgrounds. So the background actually does animate, and one of those scenes, and I actually worked on the scene that had that, which was Sakura's hut. If you pay very close attention to that scene in 2.6, you will notice that the candles move. That the light of the candles move.
Adobe animates? My word, I would never have guessed. But how is it?
Software?
What?
Wait, what? MV?
How did you find it though? Working with that sort of background, because obviously changing up stuff, moving. We've had a lot of still stuff, so it's a whole different game when you start making things actually move that aren't characters on a rig.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's the thing. When I was editing that scene, for whatever reason, it wasn't one layer; it was a whole bunch of layers.
It was an onion.
And
it was Shrek.
It was
totally
yeah,
Shrek.
it was literally an onion, and I had to be very careful not to mess that up because there were so many symbols and objects inside of that layer, and everything had to move very meticulously. The looping was perfectly fine. I just had to make sure that it stayed flowing. And thankfully, thanks to the looping feature of Adobe Animate, that was pretty easy to do. But it was definitely like, do not touch, do not move, just leave that be and focus on the rigs. Although I will say that, given that where we're mostly focused on Sakura and some of the more experimental transitional poses that we've been using, which is once again courtesy of our lovely video editors. So details like you see the candlelight moving may have been missed, but in scenes like the Dreamscape, you can definitely tell, yes, this scene is animated. And it's possible that we might do that more often in the future.
Yes, exactly. Mayhaps. Who knows? We may increase the value of production once again and make the visuals look more interesting. We won't tell you though, until you see it.
By the end of this. By the end of this. Well, we'll just fucking leave our
I think
Adobe
Envy's
Animate
having...
will just implode.
Yes,
Well,
the anime would
I am still surprised to this day that at least, I can say at least 80% of VOJ is made in Adobe Animate.
Pretty much.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunate. But also fortunate, because we could do certain things in Adobe Animate, such as automation. So Connor, you think you wanna explain that to us?
Oh my goodness gracious. Ever since I found out that Adobe Animate supports scripting, I've been on a downward spiral. I have written almost 10,000 lines of code, all for the purpose to assist with editing. It's almost all editing. In fact, the API that Animate comes from, it's called JSFL. It's very, JavaScript friendly. It's a very high level, but it does not support a lot of very low level things. So I had to suffer in creating a C library for one of the functionalities. Thankfully, it turned out fine, but oh my gosh, it was quite the experience making that.
You loved it. You absolutely loved it.
I love suffering and
Your suffering before the suffering of all the rest of us.
Your suffering was the reason why everyone can walk.
Yes. I fight in the dark
Literally,
so you can live
I
in the
think
light.
you've literally saved all of the editors' lives with your code.
Yeah, I'm kind of a martyr.
He's kind of a big deal.
Can we get F's in the chat for Broadcon?
Yes. So Connor, how does it feel that you've actually managed to save everyone's asses?
I don't know how to feel. I mean, I'm just doing my job, bro.
He just feels pain. He's become a nebulous ball of pain and misery, and so every positive emotion has left his body, and it has just gone into code.
Connor
He
takes
has
his
sacrificed
pain from coding and then subjects it to Hearts of Iron 4.
I was gonna say that.
God damn it!
Is it 24, 18, or 32 width?
Hearts of Iron.
No, they changed combat width. It as long as it's like between 10
I didn't
and
mean to get
45.
us started on a tangent.
Jared, why?
I was making
now
a
you've
joke.
got him started.
Paratroopers
Someone
versus
mute him.
Marines, Mountaineers versus
Mobilized versus mechanized.
Mechanized. Hearts of Iron 4. EOJ Hearts of Iron 4 server when?
Gee, don't encourage him. That's illegal.
Hey, we need him to write more code.
Hearts of Iron
I will
4,
motivate my
EOJ.
team, however.
I created a monster. This is my fault, by the way, with Connor and Hoi 4.
It was a good game.
Patrick, you made
It is
one
a good
fatal-
game, and I can't
You
wait to
made
play
one
it again,
fatal
but
mistake
God damn
that
it,
night.
Connor.
You made one fatal mistake that night, Pat. You introduced him to Hoi 4.
He taught me
I
how
did.
to play.
I did.
He taught me how to fish, and I'm fishing for life.
Pat, you have created a monster.
I mean, what's new with Pat? When has he not created monsters?
To be fair,
And we
I actually
broke
can confirm that Pat told me one night, he said, I'm scared of what I've created.
Does God stay up in heaven because he has feared what he has made? Patrick, meanwhile, oh my gosh.
I don't like the implication there that Pat is God. Can we take that he's Dr. Frankenstein?
There are some bad connotations, you're right. I'm sorry, everybody. He is your God now. Do with that information as you must. I will start drinking.
He is the brother of madness.
You too.
We all know he's got to level up some more first before he becomes God.
Wait,
That is
he's
level,
brother of
actually.
madness. Does that mean I am madness?
Yes.
Are you madness? Are you mad?
I mean, Katie.
Jumping on though, I feel like to avoid us going into a deep dark cycle of wondering what is madness and where is pain, it is Patrick.
Yeah.
We shall move on to the next part. I believe someone didn't get an opportunity to say what their favourite scene was because they didn't understand the instructions I gave them at the very beginning before this pre-premiere. So, MV, you have another chance. Go.
First browser to boom.
Listen, as long as you take a good second to stop bullying me on stream for being slow. But okay. So my favorite part of Case 2 so far, at least, it was not as real scene back then, and that was fucking fire. But right now, my favorite scene is that moment in 2.6 when Rainbow Dash and Sonata argue. All right, that moment was all right. That moment in particular, when I read back then, it fucking hit me. It made me feel shit. Was not a big fan of feeling shit. All right, feeling shit is not part of my caliber, and I blame Jared for it in particular because he can go fuck himself.
I can't take all the credit.
That's what you get for simping for a pony that almost framed someone pony else for murder.
Everybody wants to be friends with us right now.
I hate you. All right,
But it sounds like you definitely had.
So I love that scene. Making that scene.
Apologies. Go ahead,
He's cutting
Evie.
up hella.
You are also sort of phasing in between dimensions.
Fair
I think
enough.
you're getting stuck between the Equity and Sonata rigs again. So just be
my
careful
God.
where you step.
Hold, bro. I hate Discord.
Twilight
Discord's made by Koreans, bro. But making that scene in particular, I feel like making that scene in particular was actually some of the hardest I actually have to edit a scene ever in this series. That's why I'm not editing the rest of Case 2 anymore, because I hate editing in the Novi anime. It was not made for the job.
Hey, MV, little tangent, but it seems like you're making a name for yourself when it comes to pony shit posts.
Yes, I am. All right, and that is a fact I'm very, 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 very proud of. In fact,
Very good.
YouTube,
Very good.
But still, making that was kind of difficult. Oh, I had to do a lot of animation moments that came literally directly from my brain feed. There was many times I had to scroll through the internet and search for a fucking giga amount of Ace Attorney sprites. Some that aren't even ripped. Some I had to go rip myself with my own two hands. And some I just had to self-animate, and that was difficult. That was difficult as shit. Okay. But I'd say it worked out, but sadly I actually ended up having to give up at the end of it because 1, deadline approaching, 2, stress. But I got everything I actually wanted to get in anyway, so the best thing I could do next was hand it over to Connor or Vertiger.
Oh no,
and they did a great job actually finishing the job. So I give my biggest thanks to them and my biggest hearts to them, even though I hate
hearts.
Still,
No. No.
don't you fucking dare say it. I know what you're gonna say, Connor.
You'll disappoint me. You'll
Destroy Connor.
Destroy Connor. Just run code. Destroyconnor.exe. File not found. Right.
But still. See.
Oh god, Widget, shut up.
I'm glad that I got to make people cry by making Rainbow Dash fucking dip out of the room immediately after.
So you would like to see Rainbow Dash cry some more. Roger, Bonds of Justice will serve you well. And bringing up the rest of favorite moments from the previous episodes that I have noted down here, I believe PPW, you had also something you wanted to say that you have definitely just on paper.
No. I just quickly going on mute and then I hit it by accident.
Don't worry, Al's already messed it up for this stream. It's fine. I've accepted the fate. It's okay.
This is what you have to expect every time now.
Every time.
I thought I would get this right, but no.
Oh gosh.
Don't worry, it happens.
I know it happens.
Okay.
It just sucks that it happens all the time.
The day that we get a perfect stream going is the day that the world ends.
oh god. Well, with that something, PPW.
Yes, hi. Okay, so what's interesting is, well, I really love the Sweetie Belle scene in that episode. I also I was so excited for Equity because it was the first time I ever did a rig. Or, well, rig editing, I guess you could say. But it was, like, really exciting for me. And when I was, like, when I was told that it was Equity, I was like, oh, Equity. Oh, that's exciting. And I got really excited. Lovely design and just like this powerful figure. It was really a joy. It was frustrating at first, learning all the bells and whistles that come into making a rig, working on the main, starting with the main, doing the different segments for the braid, and then I got to the armor. I was like, oh god, the armor. What a trip that was.
I hope you
learning the ropes, learning the vector. But it was all worth it. I think she came out wonderfully, especially for her first time. And I also, funnily enough, that was also my background in that same scene, which is kind of funny to think that something I had made just like, I think I was doing it as a test, like to show that I could do MLP style backgrounds, and then they end up getting used. And I was like, wow, that's so cool.
It's also made like over a year ago.
That is true. A year ago, yeah. I remember.
It's weird to think that both Sonata and Equity existed in the series first as animated cutscene elements before they were made into official rigs. Now, I'm not saying that's because they're the same character, but it's
oh my god!
I didn't say they're the same. I specifically said I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's pretty interesting, guys.
Or perhaps it's a fun way to introduce characters.
I feel like I feel slightly guilty for the fact that I am now conflating, because poor old SK here as Equity will probably not be able to live it down that she will always be referred to as Sonata and Equity. So I do apologise for that, and shout out as well to our wonderful voice actress for Sonata to Cadet as well.
I mean, it's either that or the Shocky Milk or hair stepping on Spike.
No. Oh god. I will not live that. That was quite funny. I feel like we will have to voice that at some point. Sorry, SK.
PPW, you did a fantastic job with Equity. When I first saw it, I was in love. I just fell in love. I was like, oh my god, you did so good.
Thank you. I'm so glad to hear that.
It's amazing.
Right.
It does look good.
I guess at that point,
it was a painful learning process, but I did it.
You did a great job with Pretty. Pretty, you did a great job with Equity. I am so proud. I love you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Aw, it's wholesome.
I feel like next time I go at it, I think I'll do even better now that I'm getting more of a grasp of the program and practicing, especially with different expressions for some animation work I've been doing. Has been really helpful in learning some of the finer details of working with it, and I'm getting a little faster every day.
Well, when you practice one aspect, other aspects also improve.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so wait a moment. Your first work with a rig was with Equity's armor.
Yep. I mean,
wow.
In Adobe, yes. I have had one other experience in making a rig that was in Toon Boom, and I sucked terribly. My teacher did not help.
Wow, talk about trial by fire.
Oh god, and I was on a time limit.
It's always trial by fire on this team.
One of the people on this team, my very best friend, I dragged her in here because I was like, you're coming in here. This is a wonderful group and you're a talented artist. She has backgrounds.
Good old V-chart.
She was getting married. And then Envy was like, hey, I need this in this amount of time. I'm like, oh god, I got a wedding go to. I'm the bridesmaid. I can't miss it. And so not only was I learning under pressure from A, deadline, but also B, I was on a travel deadline. It was awful.
Oh my god.
I am so...
Well, yeah, poor old you at PPW. You did a splendid job, as everyone else said, though. Well done. Tip to you. Tip to you. All hail PPW. All
hail
PPW.
Oh, hail the fluffy one. We are not hail the fluffy one.
Oh my gosh.
And because we're doing this as well, all hail Shannon, because screw it. I'm
EOJ consists of 5 key terms in our vocabulary. Sonata is equity, cakewalk, all hail Shannon, and probably 2 more others. I don't know. Artwork Widget and
Lots of info.
Zikora.
Cakewalk. You can't forget.
I said
We did say
cakewalk
the
after
cakewalk.
I said so. So we have to clear your ears, my friend.
Did someone walk in?
Cakewalk is the only keyword.
Jared,
That's all we know how to say. Every other word we say is actually cakewalk in disguise.
What are you cakewalk in disguise talking about?
Start creating a new language that just involves cakewalk.
Understand cakewalk. Your
I cakewalk don't cakewalk. Understand cakewalk. Your cakewalk accent cakewalk.
Running past this topic so that we get on to something a bit sweeter. You're obviously you're here for a current episode, and that episode obviously in 2.7, and we'd love to spoil the episode for you. We really, really would, but we can't.
But just
So
wait for another
instead-
hour first.
This is true, just wait an hour and then you'll spoil it yourself. It's brilliant, and it's just almost like we planned this. So for the next 30-ish minutes or so, I'd like to have some of the team members talk about some aspects of the production. Obviously, we're not going to go into spoilers, don't worry, but just sort of say how they felt about it, and have some members of their department jump in here and there, and give you an understanding of how we feel about it. Because obviously, it's another big episode, fairly good amounts of improvements, and a fair few of us actually got some new experiences. And one of those people. Obviously, one of those areas is actually the audio engineers, myself included. We got to try out some new stuff. And Joel, I'd like you to sort of take over and talk about that experience.
Alright. Don't mind if I do. So, as you guys know, we do a lot of the audio work for these episodes. We such as picking out and splicing the lines that we use for these episodes. And another one of those things that we also do is also make the audio better by mastering it, which is the last thing we do after we finish making and refining the scenes. Mastering is a lot of fun for me. I love doing it, but oh boy, can it really also be an arduous pain in time. So much time you have to spend just making sure everything sounds good, that the music is properly looped. It is very, very complicated work. Luckily for us, audio engineers, we got some new toys to play around with this time that make our lives a lot easier. We actually got some Ozone extensions in Audition, and man, I got to actually try it out for this episode, and oh boy. Let's just say, I think this is in previous episodes, I've mastered to at least 50 to 70% of the scenes I get to work on, but usually the last couple of steps I leave that to someone else, mainly Soundman. Love you, boss, but this is actually I'm actually really pleased with how my audio work turned out this for this episode. For the one scene I actually got to work on, I actually got to master the whole thing.
Yeah,
and
that was good. It was good.
Really excited for you guys to hear how it sounds, because I think it turned out really well.
I think so too. No, it was quite an experience. I'll say that as well. Joel and I.
Hi.
Everybody is just the same now. Everyone is just the same name. We're all equity. No, Joel and I just worked really hard on this, our scenes, and we've obviously been tutored very well by our dear leader, Salman, who currently isn't here at the moment, but. Yeah, no, it's good to hear. Is there anything you would say, Joel, briefly, in a word or two, maybe a sentence, maybe several more, that would you would say about audio engineering that people should understand, the sort of philosophy, if you will?
Yeah, pretty much. If I have to pick like one word to describe audio engineering, I would say it's basic. How do I put it? It's basically like it's like something that is not necessarily difficult at all. In fact, like for the most part, I think I said it before. I had no audio engineering experience before this, but yeah, it is simple but lengthy. That's the best way I can describe it.
I agree. I think you put that perfectly. It's an experience. It's very much an experience, and if you are interested in doing it, learn, watch some tutorials. It will help. But you can't just have audio. We've touched on it briefly a little bit. There's another A in this project. Connor, is there anything else you'd like to say about automation in relation to this current episode, and anything that made things a little easier, perhaps? Or perhaps you just, were this entire time crying behind the keyboard, hoping that your 40 whip units were as good as your 18?
I swear to God.
Anyone I can't micro my
Swear to me,
tanks
Pat.
because I'm out of fuel. Anyway, GitHub, God bless GitHub, because there are projects on there that saved everything. Forced alignment is a process, and it is a godsend.
A godsend? It is
Yes.
a god. GitHub is god.
It's so good.
God is dead.
Really? Tell us, why is it so good? To me, it just sounds like
Because
a failed feat.
you spit in audio and a transcript, and it spits out timestamps of every single syllable. And you know what that means.
What does it mean? Tell us.
It means I can use that data to automate lip syncing.
But you still can't do it to cross the mountains without getting massive attrition on your tank units. Disgraceful.
That's so true. I don't even train mountaineers.
But when it
Why I've
comes,
stopped everything too soon.
I swear that most of Connor's work does relate to actually being quite a great coder, and I cannot deny that, as well as Pretzel. But it is at this point that most of the time
And
I just
Sandman.
know him for his Hoi 4. Soundman, this is true. I forget Soundman is an everlasting presence that just sort of exists in the void and just is
He makes some
constantly in
stuff.
small areas. He does some stuff. He does. But when it comes to the project itself and doing coding for a project like ours, obviously we were stuck in the caveman mentality of there was a rig and there was a scene and it had to be edited, and now a lot of stuff has changed because of it. Would you say that you are? I can't remember the name of the Greek mythos. So I think it's like Prometheus bringing fire down from the mountain. How much do you
yes.
think it?
Are you
How much
implying
do you
that he gets
feel?
his liver eaten out every evening?
Well, I mean, probably. I don't know what the man does on his spare time. We don't judge. We just turn up for work, cry, and go home.
Liver.
But, Connor, is there anything you'd like to say in relation to how much automation can bring to a table, to a team, especially in this case, a EOJ team?
Well, from like a corporation standpoint, automation is an essential process in any project because whenever you're making something, there's almost always going to be something that you have to do over and over and over again. Entering text manually into the text boxes, stuff like that. So automation is paramount to speeding up the process and making it more successful overall.
Concept. Sorry.
Huh?
Nothing.
Would you like to repeat that?
No, I don't need to repeat concept. What?
Overall?
Repeat it.
Concept.
Jarvie.
But
spaghetti
I will say,
overalls.
Mum spaghetti. No, I will say that it has helped a lot, and I feel like a lot of praise does deserve to go there. And again, well done for your efforts, and well done everyone again for your efforts. It's been a very good episode, but it all began somewhere, and it obviously has to begin in a room which is dark and sometimes cold and miserable, and sometimes stuff comes out of it. And that room usually contains some people who like to type a lot. Dear Serenity, what was going through the minds of the writers for this episode? Now, obviously, you can't tell us a lot of stuff, spooky secrets and all that, but surely there was, a lot having been planned with the previous episodes already been written, and I believe this episode was written at least 6 months ago.
It was months ago, yeah.
So how was it, sort of, if you can just sort of, jog your brain, sort of dig up the dead body and have a look at it again, what was going on when you were, working on that?
Well, planning for this episode, I think it was probably one of the easier episodes to plan. Mostly because, as you said, with all the other episodes under our belts, and we're starting to sort of approach the ending to this case, a lot of what's going to happen in this episode had been planned out long ahead of time, so it was only just a matter of, just getting it down, organizing it all into, comprehensible sequence of events. But after 2-6 finally revealed the whole affair thing between Sugar Stamp, Fair Devotion, Royal Order, I feel like we're finally able to go all out with the characters in this episode. No more holding back. So that's sure to be exciting for our audience.
Gloves are off. See a fight. If you've seen the bingo, maybe that's why we put it on the bingo. Go check the bingo out. Courtroom fight.
We have a template for you guys now.
Yeah, we do have a template. Yes, sorry, interrupt as well. We have a template for bingo, so if you're interested in making your own bingo, come join the Discord server and see how much you know. But yes, it sounds like you were enjoying the aspect of not having to play around with a little bit of mystery. Well, you've still obviously mystery.
We're still playing around.
But,
it's not like everything's finally revealed or anything, but it's like we're starting to get to the heart of the matter in this case. So, we don't. There's no, not as much being coy with the characters. They're finally able to start expressing their true motives and whatnot.
We're really turning a page.
Especially between Athena and Luna.
We're gonna skip over what you just said, G, because you're not funny.
Hey, I will take my bad jokes when I can. And Athena, you say, Serenity. Athena, yes. Athena is interesting. Up until this point, there's been a lot of back and forth, and now things are about to really develop even further. This is going to be the moment, so to speak.
Yep. The true test for Athena, as it were. Because in the first trial, it was sort of a comedy of errors for Athena, but not just Athena. Pretty much everyone messed up in some form or fashion in the first trial. Just kind of the point, Athena accused Zecora, obviously. Twilight sort of held herself back. And Luna, well, she was trying to play 4D chess without letting Athena know what was going on. Just kind of a misstep on her part. Mm-hmm. But now that everyone's on the same page at last, we should finally be able to get to the
page. Don't say it.
One of these days, some point here, everyone's language is going to be a part of somebody's name, and we'll never be able to say anything ever again without.
I know, right? It just isn't fair.
Fair
devotion. You beat me to it. You beat me to it.
See, these guys know what they're doing.
Why are we writers?
Why are you writers? That's a good question.
It's a cursed profession, honestly.
When it comes to the episode, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. So yeah, it's funny as you say. Several months ago, this was all in the sort of nebulous planning stage, and now it's coming to fulfillment. So we'll look forward to seeing if it came out half baked or not. We'll see if you did a bad job or not. We're judging you, Serenity, and you, Jarvis.
Well, actually, you don't already know because you have no idea what the scripts say.
I don't know. I don't read the script. Right, that's true.
Bruh. Read his own story.
I don't read. Well, it's my story.
Get exposed.
But I do know one person who knows how to read, and he actually did some reading as soon as he finally got a full confirmation on the team. And just a sort of heads up for many of you who are listening, obviously we have Bonds of Justice on the side, and we got Elements of Justice, the main series, and up until this point, the PR team was sort of a segment kept to the side, sort of letting them develop. But recently, they fully joined the team. And if you're in the Discord, you'll see their profiles come out soon. You'll get to know them a bit more. But one of them, obviously, there's actually two of them now, two of them here. But one in particular, Trenton, will go into a little bit about the PR side of things. But yeah, no, it's been the first episode where we've been able to actually properly formulate a PR plan, and you will have seen from the community post that we've actually posted some stuff in advance, not just slapdash things together at the last minute and gone, here's hype, have fun. So Trenton, do you want to tell us a little bit about how you felt during this period? Joining the team obviously is a big thing, but what is it like to do some PR work, and throw in some stuff about Bonds of Justice if you feel like, because I will never stop shilling that series if I can help it.
Yes, sir. So, public relations, PR, that's a fairly new department. That only came about, around Case 2, and like G was saying, I only really got fully integrated into the team before this episode came out. This is my first episode as a team member, and so that's, a big honor. This series means so much to so many people, including myself. I just keep getting flashbacks to when I was younger, watching Turnabout Storm, which was really the catalyst that got me interested in both My Little Pony and Ace Attorney. Getting to work on the sequel to that, getting to put out work that can inspire people, just like Turnabout Storm inspired me. It's magical, really. I can't say anything more than that. And I love my job. I'm a writer at heart, but I love my job because as a public relations administrator, what I get to do is kind of be a connecting point between the community and the team. Of course, the team interacts with the community, but my job has entailed scrolling through the meme channel in the Elements of Justice server and picking out which ones we want to make canon. It's very bureaucratic too. It's very, very, very bureaucratic.
We love the memes here. We shit the memes.
We shit the memes.
Okay. Yeah, I have learned to not take for granted that there are people out there who love what we do. And so that is why I take great pride in being able to interact with y'all and being able to really, make it so that your devotion and passion for this series does not go unrewarded. If I heard somebody say fair, I swear it.
Yes. It's not just you, I heard it too.
Come on, y'all, really? But yeah, no. I love y'all. I love y'all. We all
Good to have you here, Trenton.
Good to have you here.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
Yeah.
You're pretty cool, homie.
We couldn't, yeah, I know, just a little cool. But anyway, we all love our fans, and I guess I'm just happy the PR department exists, because now we get to show that those fans are just as important to the series as the writers and the directors are, because they are the lifeblood of this fandom. And so I've done quite a bit of promotional work. Of course, I'm new, so I haven't done too awful much compared to a lot of these guys, but I made the bingo card, which a lot of y'all really took to, apparently. Uh-huh. And
that bingo design was good. Well, I mean, the general design was done by externally, but the ideas were very funny. It's very funny ideas. Love it.
Right, and that was honestly just the product of my job isn't just looking at memes. I was scrolling through every single comment that anyone has ever posted on any premiere or episode. So if this gives y'all validation for anything, we do see the comments you make on our episodes. They mean a lot to us
right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we always want to make sure that our fans feel just as loved, respected, and seen as they really are. So yeah, we read every comment. We respond to as much as we can, simply because y'all keep us going. Really, y'all do. We wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. So, really, that's why I love my job. Bonds of Justice is, of course, great, but I don't think we're here to talk about that today.
Not today, but soon. We will have a proper pre-premiere before Bonds of Justice at some point, and there is one episode in particular which I will tease here that I think everybody who watches the EOJ, if you're one of those, over 1,000 people who usually tune in for the EOJ premiere, if you're one of those 1,000 people, be there for that at BOJ. You'll know when it's coming. But that's lovely. Good speaking there, Trent. And honestly, 10 out of 10. You're 100% right. We do try to read stuff. We do keep engaged. And yeah, just, it's great to have you on board. It's great to have you as well, Brittany. Thank you as well for being here. And obviously the rest of the PR writers can't make it today, but they're there. They're working hard. Some of the interesting stuff you saw from the community post recently were their ideas, and some of them have revealed some interesting information. So again, go back, check those community. We don't post them because they're necessarily just funny. There are some clues in there that you may want to keep an eye out for. But again, thanks, Trennan. I appreciate the good words there. Keep the good feels going. I feel like we need to get the all-hailer herself on the mic. Is there a Shannon in the building?
Right here. Why do you keep insisting on this?
Well, I mean, it's just not much. I don't make the rules, Shannon. I just enforce them. I'm sorry. It's just how it goes.
You know the rules, and so do I.
Shannon getting bullied,
baby. In the attic.
In the words of the heavy weapons guy from Team Fortress 2, because it's funny.
So, obviously, you have a role on this team, which many of you should know already. Obviously, background artist and team leader of that as well. And, of course, our favorite Kentucky Fried Scootaloo. But what is our, how are you feeling going into, this episode with, obviously not quite a lot, but there was, some stuff that needs to be done still. Not a lot of changes, I believe, to the backgrounds, but... any comments?
Change. Well, yeah, you're right that there's not a lot of changes to the backgrounds this time around because it's the trial scene. There's not a lot of backgrounds to do.
That is true.
So usually when the trial episodes come around, we background artists get to have a nice long break, unless it's the first day of trial. Otherwise, it's. But yeah, for at least very recently, we are definitely trying out different kinds of backgrounds. As Gerbo pointed out, the animated backgrounds. Ooh. And a funny story about how that came about. So, MV first comes up with the idea of an animated background for the dream sequence. But the catch is, this was going to be done in raster, this done in After Effects, and there were complications in that, so we're all like, why not vector backgrounds? Because Animate's a vector program. There's a few programs that Adobe has that can do stuff in vector. Why not try that? And lo and behold, we are slowly integrating vector backgrounds so that they can be animated. Ha-ha! And that came with its own unique learning curve. But it's actually been pretty fun so far with just all the experimentation.
Good. It sounds like you've definitely, again, we're trying new things and trialing new things. Haha, it's the trial episode. So it's certainly. I'm sorry, I had to make it. I'm the master of bad puns. They don't call me Mr. G because I make good jokes. They call me Mr. G to get out. But it sounds like you've definitely been sort of trialing new stuff, experimenting, and it's good to hear. And I'm sure when we look forward a bit, there's some ideas probably are brewing. Maybe you've got some stuff that you want to try out. Again, it's all right if you don't. Obviously, we'll definitely keep to it.
Yes, very much so. Not only that, but the background artist will extend beyond just regular scene backgrounds. But more on that later, because it's not being featured in this episode.
Is that a spoiler? Do you get banned for making a spoiler saying it's not here?
Oh no!
But no, you're right. It's definitely it's very interesting. The background again. If you are just focusing on what's going on in front of you with the textbooks and the characters, you're missing some very good backgrounds. A lot of the background artists in this team very talented, have a lot of skill. So take appreciation. Otherwise, you'd be looking at a grey screen with some eyes and a Guard 2 rig in front of it because we don't launch BOJ incorrectly. We don't mess up the BOJ launches in any way. Oh my lord,
That never happened. There is no Guard 2.
No idea what you're
the
talking
reason
about.
is Guard 2. Right, well, I'm just going to quickly bounce off because one other thing that needs to be added. Brittany, you said you had some last minute things you wanted to quickly fire in about, PR stuff. So, floor's yours. What do you have to say?
Well, I just want to say that I've been having a great time writing and doing a bunch of PR stuff. Writing the scripts for BOJ is incredibly fun, and I wouldn't change it for the world. There's also one thing I'd like to add regarding the community post.
Oh, yes, please do. Go on, inform.
I'm going to whisper it, so you're going to have to all stay quiet and listen closely.
Okay, everyone shut the fuck up.
Temple volunteers smell like cupcakes.
I'm sorry. What?
Update the evidence now.
Update the evidence. Get that updated tier report right now.
Updated it. That's literally the breaking point that's literally the breaking point of case 2 right there. And that's the key to connect everything. We're fucked now.
I always knew it was Pinkie Pie's
Decided
fault.
not to bring cupcakes.
You've ruined everything.
One of the thoughts on the bingo card was that Pinkie Pie did it.
I knew it. Gotta put that pink pestilent piece of poo in her place. That little alliteration, G, I'm not doing it again. That's
How about do it again? You need to go faster. 6 words. I believe in you.
No. Peter Piper picked apartments. How do you feel better? Do you feel better?
Y'all are gonna be retracted if you don't stop this slander.
You're going to be redacted. It's more like. All right, so we're coming to the end of our time slot here, but I'm going to just do a little bit of fun thing here and give a slight open mic, saying, but everybody here, all of the team members in the Discord, how are we feeling for 2-7? Give me a couple of words, 1 or 2, just all together. Go on, make it loud. Make it
2-8.
Sing with excitement.
I'm gonna die.
If you actually heard,
Come out.
oh my word! If you actually heard anything from that, congratulations, you have some amazing hearing. But yeah, if there is nobody else, which I'm not getting any information on that anybody has anything else to say related to the upcoming episode from Print.
Just one more thing.
Joel, this is not good, Joel. Why you do this to me? Why are you making me look bad, Joel? Okay, go on, Joel.
Okay.
I'll let you have it.
I know. I'll keep it brief. Like, I know we like to say you're not ready a lot, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you really are not ready for this.
Oh my god.
No one's ever ready for anything.
Bro, I'm not ready for this.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I don't think anyone is ready.
I don't think I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
He wasn't ready.
Well, there you have it, folks. You gotta be ready. You gotta, get yourself mentally prepared because, oh boy,
I'm kind of sad that we're only giving them like a 45-minute warning to get ready, but I think they'll manage.
I mean, you've had a week. The episode's been up on the channel for a week. If you weren't mentally prepared by that point, oh boy,
you're prepared for some mental damage.
We don't tell. Communication? What is that? I don't know.
Mr. G,
communication.
May I say something, Mr. G?
Yes, please go ahead. Why not, Apollo?
Okay, so obviously the episode's getting ready to start. I am not going to spoil it. I promise.
Are you sure about that?
And I don't know. I have the book in my hand right here. I could just throw it on the screen.
There's a book.
Scene 1. We start in.
Anyway, so pretty much, I'm pretty sure most everyone that has followed us has pretty much watched every single episode up to this point. So I'm hoping a lot of you have already pieced together your own ending. And what I again, I'm not going to spoil the ending. What I'm going to say is a lot of what even though we're joking, a lot of us are pretty much saying the truth, as in the ending a lot of you may not be ready for, because even though I read the script, I voiced my lines and so on and so forth, I was not ready for the ending. I should have seen it coming, but yeah, I still wasn't ready. So I hope everyone who watches the upcoming episode can enjoy it, because I honestly believe that everyone's going to be able to like what we have put out.
Oh yeah, I am very excited for the ending. I remember reading the script and like going to the writers and going, how have you done this?
Ow, why?
We've been sitting on it for over a year now.
Yeah.
I actually read it on call with some of the writers so that you guys could hear my breakdowns.
That was MV read it. That was great. That was funny.
It's a hilarious script.
It's very funny.
I think Kitty dragged me into that reading as well with her.
Yeah, I did.
Good.
Because guys, Sand is the killer.
I knew it.
It was Sand all
No!
Sand's Undertale?
Okay, no. Hey, it's not Sand. We all know for a fact that it was all tied to Dark Souls pendant. That doesn't.
You're all. I disown every single one of you.
Yeah, it's truly the Dark Souls of Ace Attorney.
I
You're
thought
all
you said
adopted.
sand, and I'm just like.
No, that's
don't
what
like
I did
sand.
say.
She did say sand.
Guys,
Coarse
my
and rough
friend
and
dared
irritating.
me. My friend said they would pay me if I said something about sand.
And
I
you
want
listened?
my money.
Oh, you're not getting money.
That's
Oh.
good.
I want my money.
She talked about Sands. Pay her the money now. Come on.
If anyone wants to donate to me privately, my sort code is account number. Anyway,
Don't forget the magical 3 numbers on the back of your mom's credit card.
Here's some
All four.
Here's a
All
quick
memes
advertisement.
aside.
Next episode is gonna be on.
There's a next episode?
There's a next episode? What?
Yes, that's
You
how
didn't tell
far
me.
we are. That's how far we are. After this episode, we already have the next one up on Patreon.
Oh, this is true. If we've got a magical Patreon, we swear, and it's only accessible by the team members because that makes much sense. No, anyway, jokes aside, we're coming to the end of the pre-premiere. We got 40 minutes. I think now is a good time to reflect and think about everything. I know some of you are wondering about what's coming next. Some of you are asking, is there another episode coming after this one? It's the last day. I'm not going to tell you anything, but I do have
Why
something
wouldn't
very
you?
special to tell you. Very special.
Oh,
very,
yes.
very big
Oh,
news.
boy.
Very big news.
Oh,
You
boy.
better listen in carefully. Better listen very carefully. So, as you know, Elements of Justice has been on YouTube now for 7 years? Question mark. And no, 2019. Point is, the episodes have been up for several years now, but it has taken us a while to necessarily organize ourselves in such a way that allows us to do things. Some of you may know this already. Some of you will actually should know this already if you went and looked at the community posts I've been teasing at you for a while. But recently, I managed to get everything organized, and I'd like to announce that if you are in the United Kingdom or nearby to it, that the Elements of Justice team will be attending the United Kingdom Pony Convention on the 8th of October to the 9th of October, where we'll be hosting a panel discussing the ins and outs of the production, teaching you guys what it's about, what is, how we do things, get to meet some of us. I'll be there. We'll also be having Cadet Redshirt, voice actress for Sonata, also our thumbnail artist, as well as James, one of our writers and musicians, Vertica, one of our video editors, and tuning in from the US will be MLP Arts, who is here today, and MV as well. So if you are interested in coming along, and you're able to, we are going to be at the UK Pony Convention, which will be happening on the 8th and 9th of October. This will be happening at the University of Nottingham-Trent. The information is on the screen right now. We'll be in Lecture Theatre 8 from 5:15 to 6:15. There may be a bit of time on the other end as well to do some extra stuff. So if you are if you are interested in coming along to that, by all means, sign up. Tickets are still available. You just need to go to the UK Pony Convention website and get your tickets. There will be more information posted, as I say, in a post coming on the community channel, a community side of this channel after this premiere. And we'll also have something in the Discord as well for anyone who's interested. But any questions, head to the UK Pony Convention site. You'll see us on the event schedule. That is the big announcement that I've been sort of saving up for. As I say, it was in the community posts. If you went back and you checked the most recent one about 2-2, you may have noticed something in the comments. And not the actual comments, check the actual image itself. I can't believe no one saw that, and it's been up for 2 hours now. I'm very disappointed. I'm joking. I made that difficult to find anyway. And we may be hosting more in the US, so anyone on the US, do not worry. We know that about 80% of you are from the US, so it's fine. We will get to you at some point. We just need to organize around timings. Somehow.
One day it'll be real.
If you are in the US, we will try to get a stream going. There's no guarantee on that. I am working with the convention organizer to try and get us something. But again, you'll have to sort of wait and see. If not, I'll try and get recording. But yeah, this is the first time that the EOJ team has managed to organize something like this. It's going to be a huge thing for us. We've been, dying to try and get a panel for a while. We didn't quite know what to do, and an opportunity presented itself recently. So again, you're nearby, please come along. If you're not, don't worry. We will try and get one in the US, as I say, because as I say, most of you are from the US. We appreciate that. And if you happen to be in the UK around that time, well, good for you. This is your chance to come and say hi. As I say, 4 of us will be there in person, a couple of us that will be there virtually, but we're more than happy to say hi. I'd love to come and meet you. That's the main announcement out of the way. I have rambled, I have chitter-chatted, I have done the promotional stuff. Big reveal. If you're confused about timings, that is in British GMT, so British time, because yes, God save the king, actually. Aside from that, I haven't got much more to say. I don't think there is much more one can say. We have an episode to, premiere in 30 minutes. So, Al, I'm going to pass back to you to end this pre-premiere off with anything you'd like to say. But thank you everyone for tuning in.
All right. Well, not really much to say, honestly. As always, every episode has its own ups and downs. Like, we just bullshit our way through somehow. And
don't fucking do that.
No. I know we work together, I think. But like,
you think?
Just maybe, just perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps.
Perhaps. Up in the air. You don't really know for sure.
I mean, isn't that what Ace Attorney is all about, though?
Sometimes Al leaves my messages.
Bullcrapping our way through everything.
Yeah, it's not that we have like more than 50, near 60 people in the Discord server and we don't talk to each other. I don't think that's a thing.
No, all of us just are in different corners facing the wall. We never communicate. We never even have
Blair Witch?
Nice reference.
Thank you, I made it up myself. We just derailed Al. We just derailed LJVC.
Oh my goodness.
Is it L? Is it Al? I don't know.
It's an L.
Could be me.
It's L.
Just take the Al.
Yeah, I shall take the L.
Oh, man.
Maybe it's Al. Maybe it's
Sorry.
Maybelline.
I appreciate I passed back to you, Al, but I believe someone is actually trying to sneak into this pre-premiere just a little bit bloody late. Hold on 1 second. Let him scream his pain as we are about to end it.
Oh, who's coming in?
Is he going to make it, though? This is a question. This is a game. Is
he getting in? Is he getting in?
Turned into a game show.
Is he getting in? Where?
He's going to make it. He's got 3 minutes to do it.
Better
Is he
fucking
gonna
get
do it?
in
Is he
here
gonna
right
do
now.
it?
Get in here fucking right now. Where is he?
I feel like everyone needs
You know what?
to-
Perfect music. Perfect music for this. Perfect music for this.
Oh.
Back here!
Trey just dragging this poor man.
I will do it by the ankles. I swear to God.
Get him in here. Get him in here.
Get him in.
Come on, get in here,
Us in
man.
spirit.
Get here! What are you
Drag him.
Where?
Drag Someone the best attorney.
Grab him.
He has 3
Grab him
minutes.
by
We're
the
giving him the
balls.
time.
In here.
Get his balls.
What?
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 There you go.
Welcome to the underground.
Can I hear it again?
Yes.
What?
EOJ does not condone the taking of anybody's bollocks.
What if I want to eat their kneecap? I just want to
That is going to be clipped out of context, and I completely accept this. If you come to me at the convention with that clip out of context, I will give you. I don't know, I'll give you a hug.
I will
How about
beat you to death with a crowbar.
Gordon Freeman?
The first is online. It's green.
Oh my god, it's green. Is this it?
Is it happening?
Well, what? Where? Did they arrive yet?
You as well. Even
He's right above PPW too.
Oh, he's flying in.
He's flying. Introduce yourself as fast as you can.
Say it right now, Julius.
You have 2 minutes. Introduce yourself and say goodbye, Julius.
I am here.
Hi everyone, I'm Julius Shemstone. I voiced the man with the spiky hair. Hello.
Hi.
Goodbye. There we go.
Bye.
Alright,
I guess we're all saying goodbye now.
Send our word. We got to all say
Are we
first.
doing that?
Oh yeah,
Are we
we're
doing
gonna
that?
do that.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what?
there's
Something
we
gotta
gotta
say. All right,
Yeah.
you guys. All right. All right.
It's
first-
actually
before-
kind of
all right,
convenient that Julius is here for this.
Yes,
Right,
exactly.
yeah.
Anyways,
timing.
anyways,
You should-
I hope you guys all enjoyed
Julius,
the
get off
premiere.
of my icon.
Never.
You know, hold on.
Fight me.
Poor slut.
You're Julius's little daughter, right?
Where'd he go?
Remember?
I am
Where'd he go?
Julius's
Oh shit!
tiny
Oh
small
fuck!
daughter.
I messed it up! Where'd he go? Wait! Fuck! Where'd he go?
This is the perfect
Right into complete chaos.
I did a bad.
I think we all had one reaction.
I can't reach
Information.
him. I made him too big.
Okay.
I'm just the stream.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it.
Whilst
Anyway,
Al fixes this.
no. Fuck it. This is how we're ending. Anyways,
Okay,
I hope
more
you're all
quickly.
enjoying. I hope you all enjoyed 2-7. We worked hard on it. Anyways,
Yes.
I think it's
Because
time
he worked in
we
this
all.
pre-premiere, apparently.
Yes.
That's much-
Shut up. We gotta say one thing. Just do it right now because I want to be done with this stream already. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ready.
Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Objection! Where's the animation transition?
Hold it!